Hello, SpongeGex here, and I found this really interesting ROM hack on, out of all places, Internet Archive. And so what this is it's a ROM hack that somehow ports in the original map of the main first hub world from the canceled game 12 Tales Conker 64, which was the E-rated beta version of what ended up becoming Conker's Bad Fur Day. And so, I'm surprised this actually got made, because I remember a long time ago seeing, here, wait, I'm gonna have to restart. Yeah, this is unfortunately a pretty unfinished mess, and it likely won't ever get finished, but I remember originally finding the original user of this, I can't remember their name, but they were posting, like, development stuff of this on DeviantArt. They were showing, like, how they were making the whole thing, and, it looked really promising. And so, they were showing screenshots of, like, how the thing was coming along, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, they just, like, deleted all their stuff and closed their account. And so, I'm surprised this actually got made. I don't know, I just found a random ROM hack on, Internet Archive, and it was, called Banjo-Conker's Levels. And so, kind of misleading, because it's more like Conker level, but, yeah, what it does is it inserts Banjo and Kazooie into the world of 12 Tales Conker 64. And I don't know how this was pulled off, but, like, if you look up old screenshots or video gameplay of what the main hub world of 12 Tales was supposed to be like, then I don't know if this is an actual, like, if they actually have the resources to rip and, rebuild this, out of the actual assets from the game, or if this is just really good replication. But, dang, it is very spot on, though. It really does look like all the old video footage. And so, this is like the closest you'll get to actually playing through the world of 12 Tales Conker 64. It's too bad that you can never actually play the original game. I mean, God, I honestly would pay if they ever released the actual 12 Tales Conker 64. I thought that game looked like a lot of fun. I mean, I do love the game that we got, but a part of me does feel like it's missing a lot of the charm that the original game was supposed to have. It honestly looked like there was a lot more to do in the original game. It's like here is the beta version of Birdie, the Scarecrow. Back then he was a friendlier pumpkin-looking Scarecrow instead of a drunken Scarecrow. Now, of course, with this being a fan mod, expect a lot of glitches. There's parts of this that are flat out unfinished. And like I said, I don't think this will ever get finished. But, yeah, I'm surprised this actually got released, because I just remember following the development of this, and then out of nowhere, the creator just, like, closed their DeviantArt account, and they took down all the pictures they had of this. So I'm not sure what the deal is, but the fact that it's just randomly floating around on Internet Archive, quite a find. Now, if someone could find the original ROM of 12 Tales Conker 64, that would be even better. But, you know, I would honestly, like, I'd love it if Microsoft just, like, released the game out of nowhere. They just said it's now available on Xbox Series consoles or something. I would gladly pay for that. So yeah, obviously they're using Click Clock Wood music instead of the actual music from the game. But so yeah, the original hub world for 12 Tales Conker 64, it seemed to be a mixture of what ended up becoming multiple levels in the final game, including the windmill area, or Windy, and including the Barn Boys chapter. So this main hub is like a mixture of those things. And this is a really cool Easter egg over here. They hid in actual references to Conker's Bad Fur Day, including the stuffed Banjo head, the Kazooie umbrella, and just a box art of the original game. In a way, this reminds me a lot of the Kirko mods of Banjo-Kazooie. They're really cool mods, but I can never really get into them gameplay-wise. Like, I think they're fun to look at, but I think being a fan project, they are very unpolished, and the difficulty on them is very flawed. I almost want to say it's challenging, but I can't say if it's challenging due to difficulty or just due to, like, really outdated gameplay mechanics and stuff like that. I don't know. I honestly don't have a good time trying to play through them. They get really frustrating. I love the little Barry cameo over here. The original design of Barry from 12 Tales. Before the plastic surgery. Or, what's the equivalent of plastic surgery for a furry? I have no idea. Now, imagine if someone did a mod of this, but for Conker's Bad Fur Day. But yeah, it's sad that you don't really see mods of Conker's Bad Fur Day. It must not be an easy game to patch compared to, like the original Banjo-Kazooie. Heck, I'm sad we still don't even have mods for, like, Banjo-Tooie. That's the game I really want to see mods for. So there's just more to do in Banjo-Tooie. That's a troll move. I just love the artwork of 12 Tales. I just think it looks very bright and colorful. Why were people complaining about this back then? Like, people said this game looked too cutesy, and they said it looked like every other N64 game. What are they talking about? I thought this looked very unique, and even Chris Seaver, the creator of Conker's Bad Fur Day, is really ashamed of this game. Like, he's glad it never got made, and I find it sad. I think we live in a world where both games should have existed. I think we should have got this first, and then eventually we could have got Bad Fur Day, but... And then a lot of people try making excuses like, oh, it just wouldn't feel right because Bad Fur Day was such a mature rated game. Hey, it already happened. Ever hear of Conker's Pocket Tales, which was the Game Boy Color equivalent of 12 Tales? It wasn't a very good game, though, but hey, compared to the N64 version, though, the N64 version looked a lot better. So, yeah, I wish we got 12 Tales compared to Pocket Tales. So as far as I know, there aren't really a whole lot of Jiggies to collect. I think there's only like 2 of them, and so this is more of just like a sandbox, if anything. I don't even know why I'm bothering collecting all the notes. There's really no point. This mod is just 1 level, and that's it. So I tried playing this earlier, and I didn't have my recording equipment available at the time, but thought I'd try it now, though. Thought I saw a door, but I couldn't tell. So yeah, there's like one part in this game, I'm not going to say what it is yet, but it is very unplayable. It's like once you get there, the level's pretty much incomplete. There's like no going further. But, so inside the windmill, something you couldn't actually do in Bad Fur Day. I just love this little Easter egg over here. You see this little mouse hill, and they actually put Pipsy from Diddy Kong Racing in there. That is just hilarious. Did it just fall through the floor? I know over to the right there's a big waterfall, and you can fly over there, but there's no point. There's just like 4 eggs over there, so no point in wasting my time going over there. Ten of us in each world. I'm pretty sure there's only 2 in this mod. There is no start area and exit pad. Okay, let's see. Now, there's a certain door I need to find. Where was it? So I'm not sure exactly what this area was supposed to lead to, but I'm not sure if it was supposed to be like the entrance to the, like a hub where more levels were accessible, but I'm guessing that was the point. But I remember seeing, like, in some early gameplay footage how, like, there are, like, these little caves with, like, these little tight platforms that Conker had to jump over. There are these little evil acorn enemies on the inside. But yeah, don't ground pound here until, at least until after you've explored everything, because it's really broken there. It leads, like, some underground area where there's just, like, all these invisible, cliff falls. So, you can tell, like, this was the area where, like, this is the point in development where the guy making this mod just gave up and, or, like, just stopped working on this for some reason. So, I'm not sure why there's, like, an invisible barrier there. Once again, it really shows that this mod is incomplete. So I didn't get to see if there's anything inside the door that leads to that cave, because I ground pounded on that purple door over there and dropped me into, like, this bad cliff fall, and eventually I got a game over because I got bombed by, like, these mine enemies. Like, is that supposed to be a cliff? Because it doesn't look like a cliff really, but it doesn't have, like, enough shade. But okay, so you can't even go in there. Coming soon, what a lie, because this mod's incomplete. So, I honestly don't know what happened with this. Like, did the guy just give up? Or, like, did he actually steal assets from the original game? And he was afraid he was going to get in trouble or something? Or, I don't know. But I just remember one day, like, following the guy. I wish I remembered his name, but... yeah, it's a real mystery, honestly. If anyone knows, like, who... Like, if anyone knows, like, who actually made this mod, feel free to let me know in the comments or something, but... So, yeah, I find it a shame that, like, this guy just, like, took down all of his work, and... I don't even know how it ended up on Internet Archive either, but... Like, if they upload it or not, because there's just really no detail on, like, who made it or anything, but... Yeah, this is the really, like, unfinished part of the game. There's just, like... I remember just, like, walking and all of a sudden I fell down, like, an invisible, cliff fall. And, you can definitely tell this looks like... I don't think they actually use textures from the game right here. Like, this looks a lot like stuff you'd see someone just randomly make in, like, Adobe Photoshop or possibly even MS Paint or something. The wall textures just don't look professional. It's hard to explain, but it doesn't look like it matches the rest of the game's art style. Maybe these were, like, some kind of placeholder textures, or I don't know, but... Yeah, this is where I originally died. It just doesn't help that the camera down here is really bad. So... Oh, man. They do have a ladder for you to climb out of, though. Oh, it's like one of those giant hammer enemies that was... Remember in one of the videos you saw like Conker dodging it, but... To me, 12 Tales Conker 64 would be the, like, the holy grail of finding, like, lost media when it comes to video games. That's a game, like, I've always wanted to play. And that was the Banjo 12 Tales Conker 64 mod, and yeah, it may be unfinished, but it really is a really... It still is a really cool mod. It really gives a fun little peek at, like, what could have been. It's not the same as running around as young Conker, definitely, but it's still a cool concept, being able to play it with a game that had a similar art style. Oh, I guess there is one area I forgot to explore. Let's see. I could have sworn this led to, like, that cave area, though, but I guess not. This is another area that feels kind of incomplete, though. Oh, I guess there's the third Jiggy here. Okay, and now this was actually the Banjo-Kazooie 12 Tales Conker 64 ROM, and still, it may be unfinished, but it was still a fun look at what could have been in a way. But I really do hope to someday see 12 Tales Conker 64 somehow get a full release, but till then, this is the closest we get, I guess. But that's all I have to show for now. Thank you for watching, see you next time, and have a great day.